Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and I'm going to be doing some checks on OBS occasionally because I had to do some resetting and make sure it doesn't get into that overload mode, blah, 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 like it sometimes does. So I have little different glasses on. These are my other ones that I wear, and these are 2.0s. And I went to the eye doctor recently just to do a checkup, and he said, well, when you're working with screens, you should be using 1.5s, and I just so happen to have a 1.5 pair in the house. So now I'm doing the switching back and forth, the joys of being an old person. So in any event, I'm actually kind of dirty. Hold on, let me clean these a little bit because I need to see what I'm doing. All right, so what I'm going to do is address a couple of issues that are in CSLA with analyzers. And then you might see here in Notepad++, I have a MD document open up, and that's for a new thing I want to work on. So that's really what I want to get to. And so I'm doing these because Rocky assigned them to me. I said I would do them. I'm going to do them. The fact of the matter is I don't do anything with CSLA anymore. That's not to say I won't. It's just I really haven't in about a year or so. And you know, it's kind of losing some muscle memory here. So, you know, I don't know. I told him and I said, hey, if people want to do more with analyzers, fix some other things that are there, whatever, it ain't mine. It's Merimer's. It's not my code. So people can feel free to do it. But I said I do these two. I'll do them. And then I don't know. We'll see what else I do with CSLA, if anything, in the future. That sounds worse than I mean it to, because I don't want to sound like I'm harping on the framework of the package. It's just there's other things that I'm doing, and like this thing, I really want to do it because it's fun. It seems fun. It seems like it's interesting. It seems like it'd be kind of a cool project. So anyway, I wanted to get this out of the way because it's over lunchtime and they're going to have the Perseverance new videos showing up. Oh, my fan is kicking in. No. Good. Still not telling me that's overloading. I'm just worried about recording this whole thing, and all of a sudden I'll find out later it's all stuttery and bad, and that would suck. Anyway, the Perseverance video or streaming is going to be on, and they're going to show some new videos from the landing, and it's, you know, all that exciting stuff. So I'm going to do this first one here, and this is one that's kind of been a thorn in my side. If I grab that, come over here and put this one in here, just so you know what the bug is. To figure out if something is serializable in an operation parameter is harder than you think it would be. And so it's kind of a pain in terms of trying to figure out what is serializable and what isn't. And so I finally just landed on, you know what, there's a method in Mobile Formatter, actually CSLA binary reader and writer, that basically lists out all the types that are supported. And so, what I'm going to do is just change the analyzer that's currently there to support 3 extra primitive types. And I think I'm going to rename to is special type supported for serialization, but that's fine. Or that's right, is special type serializable, because those are, not all of them are. And so I want to be able to suppose if it's a mobile object, yes, you can serialize that. And then I'm going to have is handled by formatter. And what I'm going to have to do is do that whole model compilation, get type by metadata name on all of these, and check to see is the resultant type equal to what you're passing in as the argument type. Okay. Then I think I should be good. Obviously, I'm going to have to look at tests and see what I'm doing currently for tests and how I would put that in there. But, you know, I want to get this one done. The other one is where trivia is getting duplicated, but we'll address that one next. Okay, so let's go to the first one here. And not that one, not that one, not this one, maybe that one. Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, and then we want there should be tests. And, well, that wasn't very helpful. I was hoping that would have something like analyze with mobile object and method is operation with non-serializable argument. Right. Well, that one would fire. Injectables are not. Those are okay. Do I have, if I go to is primitive here. Good, I do have tests. This is going to change now. Well, no, for is primitive, that's not going to change because there is no GUID for is primitive. But that's what tripped this, is that a GUID should be serializable. In fact, the mobile formatter supports it. So, yeah. Primitive for bool char. Do I have all of them here? Oh, these are just all the, okay. So, I do not have, there's more primitives here. And it's really based on your special type. Do I really care that much? No, I don't. So I'm kind of sitting here going, yeah, get written model. Why am I passing in a written model? Oh, I'm like not even passing in any code. Learn this one trick where you don't even have to pass in code and it compiles. Shows you if I'm not doing something consistently, I go back, I'm like, why did I do it this way? Well, you should have written comments, Jason. Yeah, I know. I get it. I totally get it. I understand. I'm a bad person. Okay, but what we are going to do is we're going to add in an enum, a decimal, and a datetime. So right now, those are not supported. Okay. I don't know if you can do parameterization in MS tests, but I don't care right now. Ask me if I care. Do I care? Enum. What is an enum? What enum types? Why am I blanking on enum types? I don't want to create an enum type. Oh, no. I'm stupid. I just thought of one. Special type. There we go. That should be, and it's not going to be. That's going to fail. And then we want for decimal, because I don't think we do that one. And then we also want to do system datetime. Perfect. Okay, let's come up here. Let's say I run these, and let's see. We should get like 2 or 3 failures, I believe. If I'm doing the math right in my head and what I added. Let's just make sure everything compiles first, because that would make me sad if it didn't. I went through this before over the weekend off and on, and like what I needed to do to fix this and whatever. Never actually tried to just load the solution and build the code. So, you know, okay, at least it builds. Now, does it run? How many tests pass and how many don't? I'm assuming you're running tests. 38. And 3 failed. Okay, good. That's what we wanted to see. No. Datetime, decimal, and enum. Yes, because we do not support those. So we're going to come into here, and instead of calling it as primitive, what are we going to call it? Is special type serializable. There we go. And so then in here, yep. And then in here, we want to say, oh, come on. And not selection, current document. There we go. Okay, now we actually need to come back in here and say, or special type is equal to special type enum or special type is equal to, not a stack alloc. Double, 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 or datetime, I think the other one was. There, okay. Now, I don't remember what this is set to. One standard 3, yeah, that probably needs to be some updating this. In fact, we can remove this because that's a piece of garbage. It doesn't need to be there. Well, let's try running these now. Now we shouldn't get anything failing. And that chops off 2 of them. 2 failed. Why did 2 fail? That's just not nice. Decimal. I thought I said decimal. Oh, I said double. Ooh. Well, you know, decimal double. For enum. Really? Wow, that kind of sucks. Unless what I gave it is actually not an enum. Wait, where did my... Jeez. Tests. No, it's I type symbol extension tests. Yeah, that is an enum. Why did that not work? That should have. That should have worked. Why did you not? Oh, I bet I know why. Yeah. I bet it's not loaded. And then if I do that, special type is none. Well, it knows it's a... That's interesting. Is abstract is anonymous type. It's a named type. I wonder if I did this as I named. Type kind equal to. It is an enum. But I can't say special type is equal to special type enum. That's false. Unless it's saying it's the literal enum and not something that derives from enum. Okay, fair enough. So what we're going to do is pull that one out. Come over here to our tests. Pull that one out. And now we should get all of them passing. And while that's doing its thing, we're going to pull that down here. Enum. So we want to say whatever I did there, dot type kind is equal to type kind enum. Okay. Okay. So so that all works. So this part is done. Is it a mobile object? So if it's not by that, if it's not injectable and it isn't serializable, so we don't have a check here to say if not, are all these? No, that's on the attribute. Okay. Actually, let's do this quick. Let's pull that out. No. Argument type and var. Okay. So we do that, and then we say, is it serializable as argument? The first thing I think we'd want to do is say, if not argument type is mobile object, and argument type is not serializable, and that, and it's not that. Yeah, okay. So now that would actually be a test on the analyzer itself. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do that. Analyze with not mobile object. The method is not an operation. Oh, I'm looking at the object itself. I'm not looking at the thing being passed in. Like that would be, A is just an A, but that's injectable. That's serializable. And then we start looking at childs, which shouldn't matter. Okay, so what I could do here, say analyze with mobile object, a method is a root operation with mobile argument. So here we're going to do is say public class A, which derives from business base of A, boom, B, that takes an A, that should work now. Okay, we should not see an error there. And we don't. Good. That's a good one. Now, so we've covered that case. That's good. Okily dickily dookily. Now that is done. And now the last thing we need to do is, naming is what? What's naming? Hard. Yes, naming is hard. Is handled by formatter. How? Is, because this is going to be on a type, is serializable by mobile formatter. It's descriptive. Maybe too much so, but internal static bool, this, I type symbol, this. Okay. So what we want to do is first say if this type kind is equal to enum, return true. Okay. At some point, we're just going to bomb and say false. Okay. Now else. What we also need to do here then is look to see, is the type that you're passing in equal to any one of these types? Okay. So what I want to do is have like a private static read-only serializable types by mobile formatter. What is this? This is an array of types, not type kinds. Come on, you can say it types. Okay, and what we're going to do is say it's going to be equal to new net type of time span, type of date time offset, type of byte. And why? I don't know. Why does he have this? I don't know. But you know, you just, sometimes you don't know. And when you don't know, you don't know, and sometimes ignorance is bliss. So, and here's the one that foiled me, GUID. And then a type of list events, because why list events? You just, you do. Okay, so then down here we're going to say is for each var serializable type in, okay. Then, oh crap, we're going to need the compilation. Var type is equal to compilation get type by metadata name serializable type, full name, right? Because that's yes. Okay, and now that says if this is equal to type, we just bomb out. Compare symbols correctly. Yeah, I know, because I did this in rocks and you could never tell me. 1024. I think what it's saying is equals type. Yeah, you can't use the double equals for some reason. Okay. Now, and not argument type is serializable by mobile formatter, except we need the compilation. Context. There. It's just that simple. How many times have I said that? Now, this shouldn't break anything. If I run all the tests, it shouldn't break anything. Right? Right. Let's do that. So we're going to run all the tests and watch like 100 tests break or something like that. That would be funny. That would be hilarious. How's my recording going? Yep, still looks like it's going okay. You still look like we've got time. My head's a little high or low. It should have been higher. That's just not acceptable. Not acceptable. Still recording though. Okay. So did you do something? Oh, you're still running tests. My God, who's writing such inefficient tests? It's probably my fault. I'm probably to blame. No, well, good. Okay, so but that's good. Nothing broke as we expected it to. Now for our type symbol extension tests, we need somehow to have something in here that says is special type is serializable by mobile formatter. I need a type. I just need a type. Oh, I wanted a type. This is doing it because I'm declaring it as that. What I want is not to get a type definition, but a type from a reference. I don't think I have that snuck in here anywhere. No. I mean, I know I can do it. It's just I'm going to have to write that code myself. Which sucks, because it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be easier than that. And I'm getting near the end of the time for the episode. But what I can do is say, set that as a startup. Let that run. Because if I come back here, the whole problem is that GUID was not being identified as serializable. And now at least it should be. Okay, yeah, thank you for loading all my user settings. This may take a few days. No, I don't have a few days. I don't even have a few minutes. I only have a few seconds. So, hurry it up. Go a little faster than this. All this there. Okay, thank you. That's just cute of you. So I should have CSLA, source, analyzers, integration tests. Okay. And it's got this really ugly color because of reasons. Yeah, that's great. Load all the things. Oh, yeah, you're right, because you can't load that. What I want to do is, but come into here and say, add existing project. Thank you for telling me that's updated. If I go to source, I think if I just go into CSLA here and say that, then we can reference that. Okay. Now, operations and attributes. Serializable argument tests. Are you going to come up? Thank you. Oh, look at how small that is. This should fail because it's not serializable. And yep, that's good. Okay. But here's the big one. What we should have here is the ability to say fetch private void fetch GUID ID. And that should not be any problem. Boom. It's unused, it doesn't like all those things, whatever. But it's not failing. And that's exactly what we want to fix this. So that's good. What I'm going to do off camera is just add in the tests that make sure that these specialized types from the mobile formatter are supported as expected. And once that's in, then I can commit this and get this one done. I will do, not today, maybe tomorrow morning or something tomorrow, I will do the other issue, which I'm hoping won't take as long. That should be somewhat smaller. And then I want to do a couple things in Rocks quick. I want to fix a couple things there. I eventually want to get to that new project idea because I think that will be so much fun. But that's all we're going to do for right now. So thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.